What is your name and why were you in Armenia?
Hi, my name is Savannah Malakian, and I'm currently a junior in Pilibos Armenian School. The reason why we came to Armenia is that every year at Pilibos High School, the junior class decides to go to Hayastan, our homeland, and we came. For most of us, it was our first time to see what we're missing out and what we could do to grow up.
Why do you think it's important to come to Armenia?
It's very important to come to Armenia because, as many of us live in the diaspora, we never have the opportunity to see what the actual life struggles and hardships are. And with that, we could help with our actions in a more productive way. The With Our Soldiers program is a program that the AYF is currently working on to send aid to those families who have unfortunately lost their sons, friends, uncles, husbands because of the Artsakh war that is continuing on today. As we were going and visiting these families, one of the families that I was truly affected by was Kiaram Saloyan's family. Kiaram Saloyan was not an Armenian, he was a Yazdi, a minority living in Armenia, and he felt that it was his duty to serve the Armenian army and protect Artsakh. And because of that, unfortunately, he passed away. The Azerbaijanis beheaded him. And as I visited his dad and mom, I expected them to cry and sob and be very, very sad. But in reality, they were very happy. And I was really surprised. I thought, why? Like, they have a son that they just lost, and it was their only pride in their family. And I asked the dad why, and he said, because people like my son are the true heroes of Armenia, and I'd rather have him die for this country and have this country protected. So it was very effective because it showed that no matter what you lose, at the end of the day, we have the same goal, which is to have Armenia and Artsakh in our hands. And his son made it much, much closer for us.
We visited the family of Robert Abrahamian, and the family was, they started crying when they were telling us about their son and how, like, everything they did, and they told us how proud they were of him, that if he died for his country. The Glendale City put together a concert to commemorate April 24th, and they had asked our school choir to perform. And in our performance, we had held the pictures of 40 fallen soldiers, and one of the soldiers' pictures was Robert Abrahamian. And when we visited the family, we saw his picture hanging on the wall, and then we quickly realized that one of our classmates held his picture. And when we saw that, we all got goosebumps and just started crying because we had some sort of connection with him before we even met his family or even knew who he was. When we held the pictures, we didn't really have any connection towards them. We just knew that they were 40 men who had lost their lives defending the border of Artsakh. And then when we came and visited his family, we built a deeper connection towards them, and we were able to understand what's really happening, and everything that we've been told is real, and it is happening, and it is a struggle.
So tell me your name and tell me why you're here.
My name is Salko Minoyan. I go to Rose and Alex Pilibos in Los Angeles. And our school, every year, they bring the junior class, which is the 11th grade class, to Armenia to experience our homeland and to see what we have as people, because not everyone has seen Armenia. And me, fortunately, this was my 15th time coming to Armenia, so I was used to it already, but it's good always to come back to our homeland. So the With Our Soldiers campaign, it's been around for a while, but now they recently started working on helping and aiding families who've lost their kids, who've lost their fathers in the Artsakh war that happened in early April. And basically, we try to help them as much as we can financially to make sure they're stable enough to live where they live. So when we first got there, it was like in a tiny village. And honestly, me looking at their house, looking at where they lived, I thought that they wouldn't be like very happy or very like proud of like what's happening, because it didn't look like they were financially stable. So when we first got into the house, I didn't know what kind of vibe I would receive. So whenever they started talking about how their son, he was such a good guy in their family, like he always helped them out. And basically after all of that, his 4-month-old son came out, and all of us just started like being very emotional, because we just realized that a 4-month-old baby has to grow up without ever seeing his father again. And that really got to me, because I don't know what I would have done if I haven't seen my father growing up. So, and we know that he fought for his own country, and his son can grow up knowing that his dad died for his country. Basically, we as our class and our teachers, we were very proud of what he had done for our country, because not everyone wants to go and fight for their country, but he wanted to go and fight for his country, and he died for his country, protecting our borders, protecting our lands, protecting Artsakh. And we were very proud of him. His family was very proud of him, and we just thank their family for producing a kid that wanted to go and fight for his country.